Hello, this is Eric of Not BIOS, and today I'll be testing computer fan dust filters 120 millimeters, which is 12 millimeters in size, which is a size used with a lot of computers. I'm going to be using this fan at full speed, and yes, those are the filters I'm going to use. That's a computer case dust filter. I'm not testing that today, but you want me to show it. Okay, fine. So, this here is a computer case dust filter. You can use it, say, with your graphics card, whatever. It has like a sticky side to it, so you can stick it to your case. It's something I may personally use one day, but right now I am not testing that. Very fine mesh. This is from Flex. I also have another dust filter I'm not going to be testing today, but it is also, I believe, from Silverstone, from one of the cases I got, which is identical to one of the other ones here, the one that says Silverstone. It's just much thinner and goes between the screws, and you twist it and lock it in place. Anyways, now let's get started. So you might wonder why I didn't get other dust filters for the 120 millimeter size. Well, I do have other ones. I have used other ones, including the one with the little snowflake in the middle with the little holes. I believe it's also Silverstone, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't have as good airflow. What I wanted to show is the best airflow, one you'd most likely want, not in terms of style per se, but in terms of actual usefulness. Magnet test. Thermaltake versus Silverstone. Let's see. Ooh, this is not good for Thermaltake. Let's see about Silverstone. A bit better. Second test. Let's try again. Thermaltake just does not hold up. Okay, it's sticking quite a bit better. Definitely a better result. Now for the airflow test. Now for a side-by-side comparison of all three fan filters and no fan filter. This is a filtration test using gold bond powder. Now for all three compared side by side. I know this is not the most effective test, but it gives you a general idea. So each of these fan filters have a sound profile for the airflow going through them. 3 inches away. Now, with the metal mesh fan filter, without, with it. Now with the Silverstone, with it, without, with it, without. And now with the magnetic filter from Thermaltake. Now for items of concern. So here, this metal one, it scratches pretty easy if you have anything scratch up against it. You can see the scratches here. You can't mount this side inside the screw holes or else this part will hit your fan. You actually have to have this on the outside and the screws in here. This one also has more noise going through it, going through the metal, I guess causes more turbulence, but it has the most airflow. But it will capture the least amount of dust. The Silverstone is reduced versus the metal mesh for airflow, but it works very nice for the magnet. But here's an item of concern. Look how thick this is. So this is about 3 or 4 millimeters thick. So that can be a concern for some people, depending on your mounting system. This works with my Be Quiet pin mount, which I have to pull the pins up to get through the holes. I used to like the metal one most, but now after testing, I prefer this one. Now the biggest problem with the Thermaltake one is it doesn't form quite a proper seal. And I used all these different fan filters for at least a week or more, and this one I couldn't get to go flat, so that one was a useless one. This one started collecting noticeable dust even after about a week and a half to a week of use, so it definitely was effective to keep dust out of the computer. After almost a month of use, I barely noticed any dust. It only was about to this amount, which is definitely not collecting as much, but it picks up hair and larger dust. But for fine particles, the real winner here of the show is definitely the Silverstone. And this was used in my Be Quiet cooler with the same clips that scratched up the metal, another one, but you can't really see nearly as much the scratches. And the magnet here is much better than the one on the Thermaltake. Number 1 fan cooler. My second choice, the Thermaltake here could fare better, say, against your case, but it's not very strong of a magnet. And that may totally eliminate the option altogether. Now, if we're going to go with a fan case dust filter, so you guys want to go with case dust filter, this Demiflex actually could be a good option. It definitely will keep out even fine dust. I did not test this one, but I did blow on it to see that it does indeed block a lot of airflow, and it is very, very fine of a mesh. Let me know if you want to see this against the road NTG. Stay tuned for my 100 sub special, where I'll be going through many different tech specs people do not really consider, such as HDR. Why don't more screens have it? What makes it so screens can be HDR and actually look good? I'm going to go through that. And this is something, since I ran this channel, which I put more thought into, because as you see in my review, I have the 27GL850. But why didn't they make it HDR, say 1000 or 800 at least or something? There is a reason, and there's a lot of reasons you do not see anything above HDR 400. I'll tell you right now, NT and IPS type panels, without the proper technology, it doesn't work. Thank you for watching and have yourselves a wonderful day.
This is not BIOS, tech and hardware.
Once upon a time, I could lose myself. Once upon a time.